Israelis and other minorities. Among the Israeli Jewish population, hundreds of thousands of Jews born in Israel are descended from Ashkenazi Jew, Mizrahi Jews, Sephardi Jews, Ethiopian Jews, and an array of groups from all the Jewish ethnic divisions. Though over 50% of Israel's Jewish population is of at least partial Mizrahi descent. Large-scale Jewish immigration in the late 19th and early 20th centuries from Jewish diaspora communities in Europe and the Middle East, and more recent large-scale immigration from North Africa, Western Asia, North America, South America, the former Soviet Union and Ethiopia introduced many new cultural elements and have had profound impact on the Israeli culture. Israelis and people of Israeli descent live across the world. In the United States, Russia, India, Canada, the United Kingdom, throughout Europe, and elsewhere. Almost 10% of the general population of Israel is estimated to be living abroad. As of 2013, Israel's population is 8 million, of which the Israeli civil government records 75.3% as Jews, 20.7% as non-Jewish Arabs, and 4.0% other. Israel's official census includes Israeli settlers in the occupied territories. 280,000 Israeli settlers live in settlements in the Judea and Samaria area, 190,000 in East Jerusalem, and 20,000 in the Golan Heights. Among Jews, 70.3% were born in Israel, mostly from the second or third generation of their family in the country, and the rest are Jewish immigrants. Of the Jewish immigrants, 20.5% were from Europe and the Americas, and 9.2% were from Asia, Africa, and Middle Eastern countries. Nearly half of all Israeli Jews are descended from immigrants from the European Jewish diaspora. Approximately the same number are descended from immigrants from Arab countries, Iran, Turkey and Central Asia. Over 200,000 are of Ethiopian and Indian Jewish descent. The official Israel Central Bureau of Statistics estimate of the Israeli Jewish population does not include those Israeli citizens, mostly descended from immigrants from the Soviet Union, who are registered as others, or their immediate family members, defined as non-Jews and non-Arabs. They make up about 3.5% of Israelis, and were eligible for Israeli citizenship under the law of return. Israel's two official languages are Hebrew and Arabic. Hebrew is the primary language of government and is spoken by the majority of the population. Arabic is spoken by the Arab minority and by some members of the Mizrahi Jewish community. English is studied in school and is spoken by the majority of the population as a second language. Other languages spoken in Israel include Russian, Yiddish, Spanish, Ladino, Amharic, Armenian, Romanian, and French. In recent decades, between 650,000 and 1,300,000 Israelis have emigrated, a phenomenon known in Hebrew as yerida. Emigrants have various reasons for leaving, but there is generally a combination of economic and political concerns. Los Angeles is home to the largest community of Israelis outside Israel. The main Israeli ethnic and religious groups are as follows. The CBS traces the paternal country of origin of Israeli Jews as of 2010 as follows. A large part of Mandate period Arab Palestinians remained within Israel's borders following the 1948 exodus and are the largest group of Arabic-speaking and culturally Arab citizens of Israel. The vast majority of the Arab citizens of Israel are Sunni Muslim, while 9% of them are Christian. As of 2013, the Arab population of Israel amounts to 1,658,000, about 20.7% of the population. This figure includes 209,000 Arabs in East Jerusalem, also counted in the Palestinian statistics. Although 98% of East Jerusalem Palestinians have either Israeli residency or Israeli citizenship, the Arab citizens of Israel also include the Bedouin. Israeli Bedouin include those who live in the north of the country, for the most part in villages and towns, and the Bedouin in the Negev, who are semi-nomadic or live in towns or unrecognized Bedouin villages. In 1999, 110,000 Bedouin lived in the Negev, 50,000 in the Galilee and 10,000 in the central region of Israel. As of 2013, the Negev Bedouin number 200,000 to 210,000. There is also a significant population of Israeli Druze, estimated at about 117,500 at the end of 2006. All Druze in British Mandate Palestine became Israeli citizens upon the foundation of the State of Israel. There are about 7,000 Maronite Christian Israelis, living mostly in the Galilee but also in Haifa, Nazareth, and Jerusalem. They are mostly pro-Israeli Lebanese former militia members and their families who fled Lebanon after the 2000 withdrawal of IDF from South Lebanon. Some, however, are from local Galilean communities such as Jis. There are about 1,000 Coptic Israeli citizens. In September 2014, Israel recognized the Aramean ethnic identity of hundreds of the Christian citizens of Israel. This recognition comes after about 7 years of activity by the Aramean Christian Foundation in I.